Hello, everyone. This is Monsef Afker, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of your divine uniqueness. So happy to have you with us, as always, whether on the live call or on the replay. And also very excited, very happy that Rebecca Rose is back on the show. I think this is our third call with her here on Your Divine Uniqueness, and also I joined her on her podcast Starseeds Blue series,
Yeah,
Starseed
Starseed Speak.
Speaks.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, twice before, and really love the how to say the energy that she holds, that she transmits, and because it feels very authentic, very loving, and supportive, and also she really help us to see the support that is already there, that's that can really help us to embrace more of our sovereignty as divine creators or multidimensional creators, and bring more of our gifts to this plane and share it with the world. And so very excited that she's back with us. And for those of you who are new to her, she is quantum energy intuitive, galactic light channel, and heart seer. And the subject today is dragon energy, primordial creation, personal empowerment, and collective transformation. So so she will be talking about the dragon realm and the energy that they hold for us on a personal and collective level, um, and how they can really help us to reclaim or bring back our sovereignty and gifts, as I mentioned, and embody that and share it here on the physical realm. And also she will guide us on a really powerful journey to help us like with the support of the dragon energy, to help us remember who we truly are and why we came here. So it will be very exciting, very inspiring and powerful call. So and also, as always, later during the call, we will have a Q&A where you can ask Rebecca your questions. So for that, you can raise your hand by pressing reactions, then raise hand on Zoom. You can raise your hand on your phone by pressing *9. And also you can type your questions on the chat boxes on Zoom and on YouTube. And so that's Rebecca. Welcome back to the show. Happy to have you with us.
Hey, Montef, thank you for such a glowing introduction. I'm so happy to be back with you and seeing so many familiar faces. I'm on the Zoom end of things, so I can see you guys. I know there's folks out on YouTube as well, so thanks everyone for being here. I do want to say that probably a lot of the transmission and the information that comes through will be through the attunement I'm going to give you guys, like a guided journey. So we'll talk here in the beginning, but a lot will be more of a, I want to say, like a direct experience versus a lot of chatter. And of course, welcome to take questions at the beginning or after or so on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Yeah, Monsef.
Beautiful. And maybe in the beginning, I would love if you can tell us about your connection with the dragon realm and how they can, their energy or their presence can support us.
Yes, there's a long story of this. The dragon energies, it's not, and some of you out there, I'm sure, have had powerful dragon connections. So, that sparked a chord, ignited something for people to show up in such numbers today. So beautifully, they came into my world consciously anyway, probably about 5 years ago, and been really powerful for me, for sure, on my own healing and journey into, I would say, kind of a self-sovereignty journey, breaking free of a lot of old programs and a lot of old conditioning, and launching myself more fully into my authenticity. But they're here for us from a, how do I say, like a world that is, it's almost beyond, I don't want to say quite beyond dimension, but I experience their energy as extremely primordial, powerful, and timeless in so many ways. They preside over cycles, immense cycles beyond really our own human understanding of creation, destruction, death, transformation, rebirth, and all of that's gone on for again beyond in a quantum way, beyond time in which we conceive of it in this third density. So the dragon energies really quickened in late November or late last year for me, and have been really strong, you know, forward into here we are in Feb, now we're in March of 2025. So super powered dragon energies. They present in a lot of different ways depending on what's needed, and the transmission that you guys get today will be based upon the group energies very much, as well as my own, you know, what's coming through me, but it's also meeting everybody in the place where they are. So the dragon, I realize this too. Somebody spoke to me about, and a couple people have said to me, you know, Rebecca, we just finished the Chinese Year of the Dragon. Was it I want to say February 3rd. So the whole year preceding to that has been, at least in the Chinese calendar, the Year of the Dragon. And they're very much here to, of course, what are we doing right now? Cycles of creation and transformation are here for us collectively and personally. So they're really they're here to, you know, we can call on the dragon energies, but they also find us. You guys are meditators, you know, or maybe through the dreamscape, they find you. I feel like, you know, a lot of you be familiar with the angelic realm. They're here to call upon, but sometimes they come to us, but sometimes we need to supplicate and ask for help or ask for what we need in this way. I do have some personal story to share about the dragons, but I just want to pause, Monsef, and let you say whatever might be coming up for you there.
Yeah, first, thank you for the introduction. And also for me, like, I connected to dragons before, but like you mentioned, starting November, that I felt their, or maybe October, I felt their presence much more. And also I've been calling upon them like for guidance and support, and it's been really, really powerful. So so would love to tell us your personal story.
Okay, well, so the primary dragon energy that I first experienced, this was going back to what I marked the sort of what I might call as the beginning of my journey with the dragon energies let's say 5 years ago. Is a very protective white dragon that I experienced at this point in my trajectory, as we could say, as self, non-self, an expression and emanation of eternity, but also that I experience viscerally through my body. But it's a very much a loving, protective energy. And to relate this to my personal journey, why and how did this show up? You know, when I was a child, I was taken into what we call the secret space program, and I had some darker reptilian things that went on for me related to that program. And in my healing journey in these past years, without knowing it, to make a long story short, I ended up changing my DNA into this white Lyran dragon energy of which I'm speaking to you now. And that whole journey was really life-changing for me and continues to be. But I think that was this white Lyran presence in a dragon family connected to that's very loving, that I also feel. Timeless, once again, it's been the gateway and the portal for me to then go on and experience different varieties of dragon energy, and to move into like the nuances of the experience that I'm having now. When I was in that same space program, I also, making a long story short, but I had a son on Mars, a hybrid galactic child, was created also from my genetics with the reptilians on Mars, the indigenous reptilians on Mars, who have a very potent connection to dragon energies at their core from the beginning of their creation, so to say. They're very, very connected to dragon energies. And because my son was sort of brought into a co-opted side of things in his life, he's come back to me as an adult seeking the dragon energies that come through me to write the script and the blueprint for himself and for his seed stock, so to say. Yeah. So he needs me to help him integrate the dragon energies, even though they belong to him. I help him activate those. So kind of a sweet story there. I mean, there's some, you know, little dark tendrils, but that's the pieces of complexity that we carry, or the pieces of challenge that we have, as everybody in this audience knows. They're what ignite us. They're what put us into the crucible of our transformation. and the dragons are here to preside over those very difficult challenges. Anybody in the audience have really intense stuff that's been happening lately? Probably so. That's probably why you're here. Sometimes there's things that come up that we think we can't live through, or we can't face, or we don't know what to do about, or maybe an energy blockage in the body, in the mind, in the heart, in the field, or in some way, we feel as though we can't move forward with this life. And the dragons are here to help us transmute that, and to find our power through the most vulnerable challenges that we might ever face, and maybe the unthinkable experiences that we may have had to live through or chosen as a soul on the soul's journey. I'm always quick to point out in how I speak to things in the secret space program, for example, for me, just an example, quick to point out that was part of my soul's code. All of those things would allow me to ultimately transform my life and become who I have become in human form and beyond, and to bring all these beautiful energies into my own world, and to maybe, hopefully, be able to also be a conduit for those energies for others. So I will pause there.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Rebecca. And maybe my question, I would love if you can tell us maybe a little more about maybe the different kind of dragons, and also the different kind of energy that they bring.
Yes, that's a great question, because we know there's a lot of different, let's say, varieties, or the felt sense that one might have when you're listening into the energy of a dragon presence in your field. We know, of course, cultures around the world, everybody knows this, feature many, many cultures going way, way back, feature the dragon energies, this very primordial source energy. And I have seen them psychically now. I'll just speak to my own experience. I don't do a lot of research on things, but I allow things to come through me in such an experiential way. That is my research, and it's done at the psychic level, and again, the experiential level. And what I have seen is that the dragon energies, at least in our solar system, and I believe in other star systems, we can take this Lyran energy of which I'm speaking, connected to planetary energies. So, for example, with Mars or other planets in our solar system have a direct line to the dragons, almost like a personal signature that can be embodied, so to say, through a dragon energy. And it's allowing not only our Earth to ascend, the collective that we are as humans and starseeds on the planet, but also other planetary bodies. And it's almost as if I see the dragons helping the whole solar system ascend, and this little quadrant of the galaxy. So it kind of comes out into a spiral or a ripple effect or a wave of concentric circles that are all hastening the ascension of not just Earth, but everything is all linked, throughout our star system, through the sun and through the planets here. So that's a little soundbite. But then to speak to the different energies, the first experience that I've ever had and will always have, the primary experience, is a very loving energy, and I can tap into that every day. But there's also, we could say that that's more connected in common human language to a more feminine energy. But there's also, like for me, from the late last year personally, and what we'll experience some today, I'm sure, is a very potent fire energy. It's very potentizing to the solar plexus and to one's personal, again, that word sovereignty, self-sovereignty, and the ability to be the humble master of one's own experience, through empowerment, through I mentioned the conditioning and the programming that we've so many of us have had, to kind of stay small and weak and meek and hidden. And what I mean by weak is just not really being able to step out of hiding. That was my situation for many, many, many years of my life. And the dragon energies certainly work with the solar plexus. We'll feel some of that today and emanate that through the field. Now, as you know, on when we speak of power, it's empowerment of one's own personal energy and one's truth, one's ability to be, again, authentic in oneself. And the planet needs that now. That's how we transform, by being who we are, who we came here to be. So I will leave that there for the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. And yeah, also for me, like the energy that I feel coming through them, it's very empowering, like you mentioned, but also at the same time very loving. I feel also like some kind of strength that I
Yeah.
feel into them, and also it's like something that affects my energy, and I kind of like feel also more confidence when connecting
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and also another question is in what kind of situations we may call upon them, and what kind of support they can offer us.
Yeah, yeah. And I want to this is a beautiful reminder, Monsef, that it's a very unique experience. Like my experience maybe, of course is my personal lens, but it will be according to what you're needing at the time. It could be that deep wellspring of love, it could be personal power, and it could be a lot of wisdom and guidance. They're wisdom keepers. As are so many beings, and as we are, it activates our own inner wisdom, our own intuition, our own ability to see and be able to discern and parse out the guidance that we need, that needs our lives are calling us into, or the next step on the path. They're as I contemplate this lion dragon energy that is both me and also sitting on my left side, that protector energy, you know, she's here to help me through and to allow me to rest in the space of this human agitation and this human, I don't know, kind of the riddle of human life, and to find the beauty of the moment within that. And the dragons can be extremely pacifying, like as I said in the description for the journey, there's something soothing, like that, just a powerful energy that's again connected to creation will align us with that within ourselves. Maybe it comes through the root chakra, or it reminds us of our own capacity to hold a place of peace instead of dysregulation that is so typified by our the world that we live in now. Yeah. So again, just to say that it can be very unique to everyone. And I love what you said, Monsef, about like calling upon them for what you need right now. They want to help. They're here to share their wisdom and allow us to catch glimpses of something beyond. I think dragons in colloquial terms in our world have been kind of reduced to something kind of cute and like that exists through maybe the lens of a fairy tale. Maybe that's how some people access it, but I find it as these living creation energies, which are probably more potent than anything I've ever encountered. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Rebecca. And do you feel maybe it's the right time for a journey, or would you like to share
Yeah.
more about the
Yeah,
subject?
that's great,
Okay.
because I think a lot of the transmission is not just about me chatting about it, but bringing through what is wanted, for us today.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So for all the beautiful people out there listening now, and I got a lot of people on the call, and those listening later, this is a co-creation, and in service to the highest light and the highest good of all. So I'll invite you guys to just be, after the chatter, resting within yourself, turning inward, um, and just finding your breath, finding your space, finding your breath. Just have some breath there. There's nothing you have to do. Just be right here as you are. However you are today, whether it's your morning, your evening, wherever you are on the planet listening to this, at any point in time, just let yourself arrive. Just let yourself arrive. Glana glana karinana shoma karmana lina jimo karmana limo karmana killa tila de shoma karmana kalina de shoma kalla dotla to. Just have a breath through the body. Maybe a position in your chair, wherever you're seated or resting at the moment. Just find some comfort and maybe a sense of support from the earth, other planets, the sun, what we call our solar system, our star system, the energies that are very elemental. Dragon's very much connected to water and fire and earth, ether, space. And just let your sort of tensions that you're holding kind of soften with the body, softening through the hips. And the belly, setting the belly. Breathe. Just be soft within yourself. Let go a little bit. Let your feet kind of root down. Notice the sensation through the feet. And all the little microcosms of tension in the body just soften in the safe, protected place where we invite the dragons to be here. Dragons that maybe we are or have been, dragons in our field. And whatever is calling to be transmuted in your life at the moment, knowing there's a teaching and a teacher within it. And these things belong to you. Whatever you're facing at the moment is going to bring you home to something sovereign and true. Even the unwanted, unnameable situations that seem unfaceable, insurmountable, impossible. And let your chest kind of expand with the breath. Let your chest be full. Let the diaphragm of the rib cage move, expanding to receive the prana, the life force that is in you, the breath that holds creation. With every inhale and exhale, all this belongs to you. And with that inhale, don't be afraid to allow your own awareness to expand as well as your energy field. Be working with the energy field today. The inhale through the chest, through the heart, through space, through the elements, through time, and quantum, eternity. Just let your awareness float there. And let your hands, your arms just rest, kind of clarifying light, cradling you from below, like the womb of space opening around you, holding you. Perhaps energy from above coming through you. Reminding everyone here that your journey has a potent place. The creation cycle, the collective, and what we are all transmuting and transforming. And through the lens of your challenges, you understand yourself more fully. It's nothing to get rid of. So we court the energy of the dragons today and their potent transformational power, their capacity to transmute even the densest, deepest, and even darkest of energy. They help us face our fears, our challenges with grace, ease, and even love. And let the crown chakra just, if it wants to open, let it open. There's nothing to force, nothing to fear here. Whatever feels right to you, what you receive here through the journey is up to you. Let your face kind of soften and the back of the skull. Oh, yeah. And the cervical spine, the throat chakra, the shoulders. Just let that expand. Some of you will feel a great omnipotence here. So as you inhale, just inhale the energy of creation. Inhale remembrance of your birth as a soul. Inhale the benevolence of love It can find you no matter where you find yourself. In your most vulnerable moments, not alone. لبنان خدش ميكر لنا دلا كبول برجع ما قرطني شي ما قرب لنا لا لنا شي a lot of different color fields coming through here. Just look with your inner vision, you might sense. I see a lot of different shades of yellow. Wala foto golden, yeah, like a golden dragon energy. Oh, this is connected to the sun. Yeah, don't be afraid of yourself and the power that you have to make your own choices. It's like activating one's free will. Many of you will have come here to break old patterns. And for many, this will make you afraid. And the dragons, blue dragon, can help us face our fear of taking what I would call in human terms the unconventional path, a path that seems clear to us and yet to those around us maybe feels confused. To be in our power and our discernment as we choose the life and truth that is right for us. When we understand ourselves at a deep level beyond this one embodiment, we attune with the cycles of creation that the dragons presiding through us, eternal, infinite. If you've never understood your source connection, the dragons will be the handmaiden, the opening, the portal, the gateway for you to understand yourself in all of this, all the more. How do you want to create in this one life? What is it you wish to apply yourself to? Level Jimmy Dando particular declinina that it in a There's a lot of messages here today for you guys about not being afraid to follow what's called the path less traveled. And if it feels good to you, you might place a hand on the chest, if that feels right. There's also, as much as there's quite I can feel a lot of empowerment energies moving through here today. It's also a heart energy. And the dragons preside also over the dance of the masculine and feminine through the collective, through the cosmos, through creation, and can help you balance those things within yourself. Again and again, this message is to not be afraid of yourself. And so do a little self-study there for a moment. Don't think about it too hard, but just notice what is the thing that you might be afraid of within yourself. And welcome that in. Welcome that in. Just welcome it to be there. And so we can see the lesson inside about facing our fear, not turning from it, but facing it in a way that's both tender and powerful and clear. La chichuna labanekladikadina for mikala kokalamaka ante postiklina kot kalefont and kanat hoofd late inkidint unkalamakak and gini. And I keep seeing, so I'm shown a lot of different planets and the web of energy and the web of dragon energy connecting the planets and the sun and our bodies and this earth and all the elements and so much more energetically. And I'm also getting, it is the strong Pluto signature, which, as I understand it, has just made moved into a new phase until 2043. That's going to kind of excite things for a moment in eternity, a long time for us. It's quite a number of human years. At any given time, there's many different energies interacting with yours. Galactic situations in flux also affecting you. What you choose next. So we're also reminded not only facing our fears with gentleness and tenderness, but to realize that we have We have choice. We have choice. What is it you would like to choose? And I think that's also why we're called into our heart space to understand more fully the heart level, not the mind level, the head level, the more analytical mind, but at a deeper level. What is your life calling you to? Just notice the energy of the heart space for you, and you might feel, yeah, the white lion dragon is just so gentle. And this is also, they're healers for people who maybe have, if you've got a physical ailment, maybe your heart's been broken, but maybe your heart itself, the organ of the heart, it hurts. Anybody out there with a heart condition, this is for you. It's for all of us. And to kind of soften and soothe that which has been grief-stricken or frozen, numb, armored, walled off inside of us. You might feel a lot of, I feel a lot of wind energy moving through. I know we're talking about the solar energy and the fire, and there's also this wind element. And dragon's connected to wind. Got all kinds of things moving through my field, and it belongs to all of us right now. It belongs to you. So take what you need, leave the rest. But allow yourself to kind of soften into the heart. I just noticed I was shown a vision of a portal of the heart opening like a gateway into infinity, and all these dragons pouring forth, taking flight. And this is to say, in part, the reality of how dragons connect through the heart space, but also it's as if your heart wants to sing its song and let it fly through the universe. And in this way, you recognize you too can create. When the heart is activated, you will come into understanding of the true potency of the dragon inside of you. Okay, so I can see why we're guided more fully here and first to the heart. Such a gentleness. So we're receiving a lot of different waves of energy. It's interesting to me that we're being guided more into our potency, our power to choose and create, to be authentic, to be liberated from a heart space, and also to be gentle with ourselves. What little death have you suffered? What has died in you? Remember, this will bring you into new life. The cycle of the breath is a little death, a place for the dragons to enter your mind and your heart, your field. And just pause with me there. Notice the gap between your breath. Worlds, solar systems, stargates created in a singular moment such as this. When the people begin to create together, thus creates the final transit, the journey into the upper dimensions. And allow your planetary body and many bodies of planets, and many star systems, to ascend. And allow the expansion of your energy. Maybe it's through the heart or some other energy center. Let that move into your field. Let your awareness open to your energy field, your own unique solar system, anchored through your own energetics. What does it reveal? So notice that. Truly notice your energy field. How is that for you, behind you and in front of you, to the left and to the right, above you and below you? And the star of your birth may be revealing itself to you. Yeah, you might have a deeper star family connection as a result of this. The dragons might be showing you something about your origin point. It might not be given in linear English language or some other linear language, but it might be given through a sensation, a feeling, a color field, a geometric form opening through you, or some great powerful wave of emotion. Just notice that. The gap between the breath, the rise and fall, the belly, the chest, the visceral form yielding to creation itself. Ooh, movement there through the sacral center, and notice the powerful energy that might be moving through your lower chakras at the moment. Worlds within worlds within worlds available to you through the portal and gateway of these energy centers. Allow the dragons to open in your awareness through the root chakra, through the sacral center and the solar plexus. This will be different for many of you. No one will have the same experience here, yet it will be very, very similar, uniquely guided. And if you have a sense emotionally, somatically, mentally, or otherwise, something you want to release or offer up, there's so much wind energy, and for me, that's a dragon signature. For sure, the movement, the winds, the lung, the breath, transmutation. Offer that up. Offer what it is you would like to transmute. Only if something's coming for you. It's not needed otherwise. Oh, that air element is certainly feeding some fire. So notice anything that might be moving through your field as a more warm solar light or a great conflagration of flame. The people have been afraid of their own firepower for a very long time. How has this served the masters? And how have you become enslaved? Yes, receive. Okay. A lot of solar plexus movement there. Receive that as much as you like if it feels good to you. If not, let that go. And just have a breath through the mid body, through the rib cage, solar plexus, the organs of the mid body, pancreas, kidneys, even the adrenals and the human neuroendocrine system. You might feel a great fire coming up from below, and you might feel yourself on a planet that might not be this Earth or another iteration of Earth from another dimension in time and space. What is the planet you wish to create? And how does your life ask you to step forward now? Beyond the shadows, into your own light, into your own light. How are you being called, then, is the question. How are you being called?
Minggu depan 16 Rajab. Halo?
And just to let the sound break holes in the experience of creation, transformation. The wings of the dragons guide you further, farther. Air and water and fire, beyond. Just notice your own mindscape opening up, something vaster than the small human self, encompassing and integrating with tenderness that human self, and all his struggles and all her fears, and all the love that exists within you. Just allow your mind to open, your field to open. your heart to open, your cells with their information and the DNA revealed. What is your life calling you toward? And fly with the dragons on into that space. I'm shown this sort of Rolodex flying by really quickly of many different eras of human history as we know it, and also leading us back into galactic history. Many different galactic races. It's important for you to see peace within the relationship. Yeah. So, like, it's inviting us, in simple human terms, I would say, to look beyond polarity and the divisions that have existed within us for so very long. A lot of that's a program, and also something, yet at the same time, we came here to experience. Again, what is the planet you would like to create? Recognizing destruction and even death lead to rebirth. Don't be afraid of your own transformation. Things don't need to stay the same. Things don't need to stay the same. You don't need to stay the same. Some of you may find yourself resting in a body of amniotic fluid, the womb of space and water. Some of you may be resting in the sun. You notice the counterparts of the masculine and feminine that exist within this. And notice what is maybe out of balance, asking for alignment within you. The dragons can help with this. There's many different elements of the journey today, I'm noticing, and just align and receive whatever is right for you, letting go of the rest. Just receive and notice your inner sensation, your inner world, the landscape of your soul bringing you home. And notice what's happening to your energy field. Have a sense of your sovereign self, the freedom that that entails. And let the transformation happen. Let the old systems fall away. Let the new world be built within you and the collective. The old stories be laid to rest. What is the story of the new earth? Giving birth from the old. One cannot exist without the other giving way. Again, we're shown the reflection that whatever we're passing through has a place, has a purpose. It's not superfluous. And the dragons will always show us what the lesson is when we listen and when we respond affirmatively to our own power. Fulani kalonia bash ni naladi ni londo kolomuka. What aniklani kusha bikalani kolomukaloni menon septimina. If it feels good to you, you can also move your arms as if you're reaching up to the sky, into the sun, into the stars, into creation, into the many, many other places of alignment, higher beings, higher aspects of ourselves, parallel dimensions, parallel realities, parallel lifetime. Let yourself feel your field with your hands emanating out into an eternal place where nothing is static and yet everything is safe. You're all alchemists. You're all alchemists here. All alchemists here. Have a breath through that. It feels good to really inhale here. Let yourself do that. The luxury of a fuller breath, the prana and the life force moving. The dragons are harbingers of the life force. They are mitigators of life force, transformers of death. And you may also feel yourself unmoored from your conventional idea of who you are. Let yourself fly with that. Don't be afraid for the moment to see you as more than you've ever seen in yourself. The greatest tenderness comes perhaps with weeping, but also without fear. Must not be afraid of yourself, the path which is calling your home, and the life that is in you, going back through time, beyond time, the cycles you have witnessed becoming clear, remembering yourself beyond this one singular embodiment. And just allow the guidance to pour through in whatever way is right for you. Maybe ask a question and receive an answer, and you just open up to the emotion, the sensation, the inner vision. Maybe a message, maybe a memory beyond this realm. Let all that come home and make sense when the time is right. And you may feel the dragons within yourself. Mind wed with the dragon stream. You might also see other cultures from which you have had other lifetimes. They might not all be related to this earth. Let yourself go without conception, without concept or limitation. Experience yourself. Just feel the rising of your own energy. Let it take you on the wings of dragons up into the sky. And so we travel and journey together today into the light of creation. Pausing there to receive whatever is happening for you. And trust your own experience. Just let yourself rest there. Rooted and rising at the same time. And take some time with this. Let yourself rest with this. There's nothing to hurry through. You're activating portals within yourself to a degree that is right for you today. Allowing you to see beyond the veil, to find your own wings, beyond time, beyond space. That's you. Just like that. Whenever de la ma coach me clean, foot ma coach ptina, foot mi codaning, bontan me cot angina, the chimukiamanchi patanachi, imeantication con cotontilante. Mont and glanic. These energy waves like ripples, different places, different times, beyond Earth, but yeah, resonating with human lifetime and this planet. So leap without fear, great tenderness for yourself into the life that is calling you. And I will leave this here. Thank you, Monsa. Thank you all for holding that space for whatever's transmitted today.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rebecca. Yeah, I really love the transmission. It felt grounding and bringing more peace. And at the same time, it's like empowering, but it's like a feeling of moving forward with confidence, but at the same time feeling peaceful and with more trust.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much. We love the energy, and also everyone would love to hear your feedback. You can type it on the chat boxes on Zoom or on YouTube. Quinn, she wrote powerful, and yeah, we will start taking question in a couple of minutes, and Linda, she wrote, thank you very much, very soothing. Queen, so much gratitude. And yeah, so what I was saying is we'll take question in a couple of minutes. And before that, I would love if you can tell us about the Galactic Dragon attunement that we are offering to our audience today.
And, yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you, Monsef, and for the opportunity.
Just would like to share the link, if
yeah, okay,
if possible. And yeah, so I will put it on the chat boxes on both Zoom and YouTube. And it's yourdivineuniqueness.com/Rebecca, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Rebecca, REBECCA. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description. So yeah, Rebecca, I would love if you can tell us about this attunement.
Yeah, well, it is, I would say, similar and yet very unique in that it's just for you. So the offer, the dragon attunement of these energies is, I would say, more potentized because it is directly connecting with your unique and personal energy field and the needs of your life right now, and your quantum connections really being illuminated through that 30 minutes. I record the session and channel it independently, and then offer that to you in your inbox. It's a one-on-one session again, but it's through the quantum field. We don't meet in person, but yet we are very much connected during that time. And it will include guidance for your life and energy attunements and some healing for you, and a lot of introduction of opening to that which is coming through the dragon realm, and drawing upon some of which we've seen today and some things that we have not seen today, predicated on your own well-being and empowerment and sovereignty. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for offering the attunement and your support to our audience here on the show. And again, everyone, I invite you to sign up through the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Rebecca, REBECCA. And yeah, so Deborah, she wrote, wow, thank you for the beautiful experience, deep. Wrote, very powerful, thank you so much. Daniela, amazing. Alfred, restorative. And Irieta, wow, so beautiful and so generous process. Thank you. All right, so can we start taking questions from the audience?
Yeah, you bet.
Let's see. I think Joshua on the phone. Can you please unmute yourself?
Aloha.
Aloha.
Hi. My question is if there's any guidance or energy my dragons would like to share with me, as I do connect with them often. Thank you.
And can I know your name?
Joshua?
Okay. What I see immediately there is a color green. I don't know if the green dragons mean something particular to you. Or journeying back, there's something journeying back for you, some energetic information that comes to us from Atlantis. I don't know if that resonates at all for your journey, Joshua, but I can see that
Definitely.
yeah, is that right? There's a potent link to Atlantis for you,
Yeah.
something you've probably already been exploring, but maybe something to continue on with, the support of the dragons and what it brings to you of your personal power. Yeah. Yeah. I will leave that there. Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you, Joshua. And thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Yeah. Beautiful. And let's see. Sulis from Germany. Can you please? Yes.
Yeah. Hello. Thank you, Chef. Hi,
Hello.
Rebecca. I am quite unfamiliar with the dragon thing. I have to I have to say it honestly. So this is the first call for me talking about dragon.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it doesn't matter if I'm aware or not. My dragon is there, and I'm grateful. So, is there anything that I need to know?
Yeah,
For my
yes. Yeah. So I do feel that white dragon that white dragon energy, that protector energy around you, and also the guidance to what I said, Sulisa, about asking for help. So don't be afraid to engage in your life now. First and foremost, pertinent to your question, ask the dragons for help, and nothing too large or too small. You can ask for that help, especially along the lines of personal empowerment, but also for you to ask for help in your life in general. That might not be something you felt so adept at or comfortable doing. We could call it, the self-assertion piece, or asking for what you need from life. So yeah, there's something important for you to make a little journey there through that gateway that will be more empowering for you. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, at the moment I have so many questions. So it's good to know that I have so many.
Yeah, it gets to feel like your life is facing a lot of different questions and quandaries, or like which way to go. There's like this choice points in a lot of areas for you, Suli. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, there's no coincidence, and I landed on this call for a reason.
Yeah. So yeah, and the dragons interact so much with our higher self. You can it will give you more of a direct line to that aspect of yourself that maybe has felt shaky inside of all this transition that you seem to be inside of. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel it. I've been feeling it, and yeah. So I guess that was it. That was already a lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for being with us from Germany. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Rebecca. Blessings.
Thank you, Sulis. Thank you. And thank you, Rebecca. Let's see. Laura, can you please unmute? Yeah, she lowered her hand. So let's see. Alfred, can you please unmute yourself?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I still ask my question?
Yes, of course. And Alfred will take your question next.
Okay. Thanks for bearing with me there. I'll try to be quick. One question I have is, I'm new to opening up to these other realms, and I have seen some people have astral and psychic attacks, and I'm wondering if this is just a normal part of opening up to these realms, or if there's something that we should do in order to avoid psychic
Yes.
and astral attacks.
Very, very excellent question, and I'm really glad you brought that up because it can be a great concern. First and foremost, I would say working with the root chakra and your energy field and the heart are great protectors from those dark intrusions that will keep you really, really clear. And that's something you could even ask, as I was saying to Sulis, the combination of the connection, the communication, collaboration with your higher self and the dragon energies, you can ask them to help you with your root chakra, your energy field, and your heart to help keep you protected from any kind of, and it's not, and in the journey where I had said like, hey, it's up to you what you receive here, you get to choose. And if this doesn't feel right there's no have to on this spiritual journey to open up to higher energies. First and foremost, we want to be most deeply connected to our own sovereignty and our own discernment. And that can take time if we're newer to the journey. So I would just say, again, work with the root chakra, the heart, and the energy field. Yeah. Yeah. Energetically,
Thank
that will
you.
help keep you clear. Yeah. Thank you for being here.
If I could ask one more question. My sister had a vision during a meditation at a Buddhist temple that she was being surrounded by a white dragon and that she was riding the dragon. And she's Christian and she doesn't believe in any of this stuff. So I was really
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah.
curious about if
Mhm.
you could provide anything.
Yeah, absolutely. So the energetic synthesis there that's going on is quite remarkable for her, especially as you said, it wasn't, she's Christian, not something she's seeking out. But when we are in an environment where, that's an important energy system in some types of Buddhist cosmology. And so she will have been, maybe it's through her Christian spiritual practice that she became more open without knowing it to attuning with higher energies. And the powerful streams of spirituality that come through the white dragon you mentioned, that's very much a part of Tibetan cosmology. So she was just aligning with it, and it came with something for her. Maybe it just presented a question or a empowerment for her in the moment that wasn't intelligible to the conceptual mind, but that she received at a deeper level at the right time and place. Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you, Laura, and thank you, Rebecca. Alfred, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, beautiful. Just in time. I'm looking for the courage to see where is I'm in Florida around. I'm in Florida right now, isolated. And so I'm looking, should I relocate it? I want to travel this summer, maybe to California, Hawaii. I don't know where. It's like the unknown, but I feel I need the courage to change, to move out into some kind of community that's a good match.
Mm-hmm. And was your question about where your next move is or what direction you should? I hear you saying you want to start a community, Alfred?
It's exploring. Do I need to move someplace, travel someplace to connect with my kind of people? Is it Hawaii, California? I don't know where.
And what is I feel such a strong, psychically, you're called into this deeper spiritual practice so you can locate those answers within yourself. It feels like your mind has been busy trying to solve the equation, right? Like it feels like it's keeping you up at night. Like, where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Is that right? It feels a bit like that. Yeah. And that's understandable. We want the answer so we can move in that direction. But I can also feel how your spiritual path is asking you to kind of, I don't know if you make room for meditation every day, if that might be compelling for you in working with the breath. This will open up the many connections, whether it's higher self dragons or something else that can help guide you in that right direction. I feel for you, I would say the water is really important to your journey. Like I can feel how that lights you up and helps you stay grounded in a place that, maybe being away from the water would make you a little more, in my language, I might say windy, like a little bit, fluttery and all over, but the water is really good for you. So keep that earmarked for your destination. I mean, does that feel true to you?
Oh yes, I'm in Florida. I'm going to the ocean all the time.
Yeah, yeah. So, that's a I can feel the ocean being redolent of other iterations and incarnations for you. So it's almost like the water itself is a guide. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Alfred, and thank you, Rebecca.
Mm.
Luda, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, Rebecca. It's good to see you. I know that we have a couple sessions before with you. I just want to make myself a little bit more visible. I don't know, it's kind of like dark outside, so I put some too many lights probably. But my question is about what happened to me recently. I got connected with a shaman, and she told me that when she got inside me, first right away she saw a chip, the energetic chip in my brain, in my left side of the brain, and it's actually looking into my pineal gland. And of course, it has lots of tentacles to uh, put there. She right away asked for the owner who put it there, and a big reptilia came over, and he told her that they implanted that when I was 7 years old, only to monitor my pineal gland, only for that reason. And not big deal. They do that all the time, those kind of things. And I said, no, I don't want to. Please take it out, because I took classes for out of body experience and I couldn't. That's probably the reason, because I have that chip on me that making blockage. And she said, well, you had also some kind of experience when you were a young child that you had frightened from something, and that is actually a blockage in you. Something happened in your childhood. So just wondering, what do you see?
What I see, it's so funny. This is so prosaic in a way, Luda, and it's great to see you, by the way, in your face. And, I know we're connected and going way back here, but my vision is brought to your feet. And it's like the earth connection, and something through your feet is very powerful, the energy that comes through your feet. Now, this might seem like superfluous to your question or your query or your share, but it is how to eliminate the interference that you've been having. And it's interesting, we're brought not so much into the root, the pelvic floor, and the hips, although that's part of it. It's actually through the we could say the grounding principle that will help dissipate that and activate the pineal. Counterintuitive as that might seem, Luda, there's something potent in the feet. Do you ever? This is kind of fun, but do you ever walk barefoot on the ground? Do you ever connect with stones through your feet, water elements? This will help you clear that out on your own and activate your inner vision in a way that it has not been allowed to or able to. There might be some inner resistance that this can also help clear out. That's just what I'm seeing at the moment with a quick glance. Yeah. Yeah. Powerful share. Thank you. Yeah.
I actually also wanted to mention that I read a book from George Kavassilas. He was interviewed a couple times by Dr. Sala, and he's saying that our pineal gland was made artificially about 300,000 years ago by those owners who started observing us, because they wanted to monitor what we were doing. So all chakras connected to the Saturn, and our pineal gland was artificially inseminated there. We actually have to have our soul from our heart. That's where it is naturally going.
Yeah. So Luda, anytime there's infractions against our sovereignty, I'm not saying that those things haven't happened, but that we as sovereign, powerful beings have an ability to take our power back, because our blueprint is always ours. So to not be too, how do I say? Yeah, to allow yourself to see the vision of yourself beyond the bondage. This will be important in your liberation. Yeah.
But also, do you see the blockage on me? when I was a young girl.
I see this would be a long session, Luda. So we could book one and go into it. But that the blockage, I can see things in a peripheral way at the moment with a quick glance, without getting too far into it. But that your capacity, what I said, to see beyond those things from the past is also going to help liberate you from the system, whatever happened or didn't happen. So yeah, and not to make light of the, whatever may have happened there, but it can be transmuted and it's a workable situation. I think that's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
I also, yeah, I apologize that I'm saying to take it some time, but I just
sorry, Luda, because we have many others who want to ask the question. We just
Okay.
have 15 minutes left.
Yeah. Thank you, Luda.
Sorry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And thank you, Rebecca, for the guidance. We have a question from Luther. I love dragons, but I am also afraid of their power. Their fire can destroy. It's about right use of power, I guess. What to do to get rid of the fear, or any idea how to deal with it?
Yeah, beautiful. And thank you. That's a beautiful, beautiful share and an important topic. And so I would say with this, there's nothing to force. And that's why we kind of started. Did you feel like the heart energy inside of this and the nurturing quality? That's a place to, kind of rest in your heart space first and foremost, make a practice of that. And for me too, by the way, I couldn't work with the fire energies right away. So again, when I said in the journey, take what you need, leave the rest, it won't be for everybody right this minute, and nor should it be. It just depends where you are in the spiritual journey, and work with those gentle energies that do feel good to you. We don't want you to be in fear. There should never be fear with us. So just receive what feels nurturing and kind of sweet to you. I can feel how your system would really benefit from that sense of being held. I mentioned the cosmic womb through the journey we were just on, and that kind of the heart principle, the nurturing, the feminine. So the more you align with that, it will allow yourself to be embraced by that. Because there has been, so I can feel how there's been a lot of fear and a lot of, broken trust and betrayal in your life. And of course, you would be hesitant to trust anything that was potentially, let's say, destructive or too much power at the wrong time, so to say, or maybe not aligned. So it's great that you're discerning. I think that's super important on the path. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Rebecca, and thank you, Luther. She wrote thank you. And let's see, Gwen or Ken, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello, thank you
Hello.
both. Just want to start off and say that I appreciate you both so much gratitude.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
My question is, well, first, I know that just last night I was, traveling with them, but my question is there anything that in particular that may want to come through regarding my own dragon family?
Yeah. It feels right away, I'm seeing here that you have this, are you having a strong desire to serve others? Maybe it's family, maybe it's the collective, maybe to step into a higher position of maybe light work in the world. Is that something that's going on for you consciously?
Yes, I know that I'm doing multiple I'll be doing multiple things, but I think yeah, right now that may be a one of the focal points.
Yeah, it feels like such a gentle energy, this gentle energy stream coming through for you, that to kind of trust what you do know and trust what you have experienced, and to be able to devote more, I want to say like self-nurturing, so that you can step into the proverbial bigger shoes of being in service to the others, which is so much a part
Yeah.
of your heart's calling. It feels very strong
Yes.
and really sweet. It
Yes.
makes me emotional. Like I can feel that really coming through the heart in a powerful way. Like you have a really
Yes.
beautiful desire to give to others. It's really, really special. So yeah. Just trust
Thank
that.
you.
Trust that you have something to offer. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Quinn. And thank you, Rebecca.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
Abby shared, my dragons often show up with the lions. Are they connected in some way?
For you, they are. For you, they for sure are. Let me feel what that is. Yeah, there's just a similar resonant frequency that I'm feeling with these two different, like we could perceive them as different energy systems through the mind, but there's a similar, the redolence or the nuances of the energy systems are somewhat akin. And it feels like this is taking you back into knowledge to be unlocked from other lifetimes in other something having to do with the collective that activates through you, because it feels like you've been a spiritual seeker over many lifetimes. Yeah. And the human mind always wants to put things in little boxes and like, oh, this is this and this is this. And how does that even make sense, right? Like I do that too when things come to me that I'm not quite sure how they relate, but just to trust this, I think there's a little more unfolding as you sit with it and allow it to come through in a magnitude that feels right to you, not too much, not too big, not too small. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Rebecca. And thank you, Abby, for your question. We'd love to hear your feedback. And Angelica, can you please unmute yourself?
Yeah. Hi, Rebecca. I stumbled upon you today, and I just thought I have to grab the chance. So yeah, thank you. And I wish if I'm in a battle with targeting, and I just have to ask, can I and how can I use the dragons to help? Like I can't see or feel my dragon family. I just believe that there is some.
Yeah. Give me a moment here. Just reading through all of that. Oh, protection. Yeah. Protection. First thing that comes in is really, invite them to be protectors for you and I see something going down into the earth that they can help protect you from. That may be related to something we spoke about privately. Yeah. And just, it's a protection theme. I mean, to say it in a pithy way, ask them for protection and you shall receive. And to help you be untangled from that web. And to draw again upon, this is coming through again about past lives, to be able to draw upon who you've been, not just in this incarnation. So your mind is able to move beyond the limitations of our self-concept to understand that you're bigger than you are. Yeah, so to say. Yeah.
Can you just say what type of dragons, or who do I belong to? I've never seen one.
It's
ever.
interesting. The energy field here is really, really red. There's a lot of red. I think that also connects back to the root chakra. I see white purifying light. It doesn't seem, I don't feel one like one location, one place name with this, or like one even one planetary body or star system. I think this is because in your case, we wouldn't want to place limitations on you, but allow you to be unfettered. This is what your life is calling you to. Yeah.
So I can just invite dragon energy, and I don't need to know who, or if it's water or wind, or
Do what feels right to you. I mean, I never, I would never say, just invite anything in without some discernment. But I would say, protector energy, please be with me and help me to ground down into the sovereign experience that I know I'm here to have in this human form. Be bold in your language, be bold and clear and very discerning, and be powerful in your language. Don't be afraid of that. Be powerful in your intention. Yeah.
Thank you for giving me the chance to ask you this. It was, very unexpected to find you here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're
this
here. I'm glad you're here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Angelica. And also thank you, Rebecca. for the guidance. And let's see. Jimmy, there's a question from Jimmy. Let's see, a question for Rebecca and her mother. I took my beautiful guardian angel on a ride on my big galactic dragon now. They have both more powerful features, and I see them working together. I feel this as an upgrade, like mixing Earth energy with galactic source. Would you recommend me taking this further? I certainly would.
Yeah, it sounds like you're right where you need to be. You're in the stream of your own wisdom. Yeah, trust that. Yeah, definitely. You're on it. I can feel the sort of power and the inquiry and the passion, or the let's say the delightful enthusiasm, the joy that this is really activating for you. And whenever that's happening, that's a big yes, right? Like follow that out. That's your heart going, yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you for bringing that in. That's such a I can feel how rich that is for you, and how there's something really sweet and joyful about it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful. And Abby shared many thanks. I had not explored it more fully, often ceremonial.
Mm. Yeah, thank you, Abby. Mm-hmm.
So we have 5 minutes left, and can we take one more, or would you like to share maybe a message before
we've had a lot of message. I mean, it's been said, so
okay,
we can take another question. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
So Daniela, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, thank you so much. Last summer, I found out that I'm a star seed from another galaxy when my dragon came back to me. She's a galactic dragon, and she's been with me ever since. I'm able to call in other dragons, like elemental type, when I do healing work, but I would like to work more consciously, and I would like to with dragons, and I'd like to know what's my next step, or if there is any guidance for me. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much coming through as you ask your question. I can feel how you've journeyed with a lot of different energy systems, different beings, as we might call them, and journey pretty far out through the field. I'm wondering where you it feels like your life is calling for both, like, it's interesting, like a reining in of the psychic looking, but also like a refining and a honing. Does that feel true to you? Like you get a lot of information, but maybe it doesn't always make sense to you, or you don't know how to apply it. Is that a thing?
Yes, it makes a lot of sense because my clears are still coming online. As I said, it's just started past summer, and I've been on a very accelerated journey. So yeah.
So we want, because I keep seeing this kind of crystalline energy that can be how do I say, like activated by the dragons, or it's within you. It's the collaboration with the dragons that can actually allow your third eye. It's not like we want to activate it more, but we want to hone the discernment piece. We want to make it intelligible to you in human form with within the English language spectrum, so you can make meaning that feels right to you, so that it's intelligent and wise. So I would say, and then I see this transmission, this communication between the root chakra and the third eye. So allowing there to be a communion, like an infinity loop of energy traveling between the root and the third eye, and allowing the dragon energies to kind of help you attune more fully to your own discernment and the wisdom stream that will help you metabolize all. It's almost like a deluge, like it's too much, it's too fast, it's too this, it's too that. So we want it almost like slowing down the dissemination of energy, so it makes sense to you. That's the best I can do with my human language at the moment.
Thank you so much. Speaking of language, I had like a soul level recognition of your light language, though I haven't heard it spoken in until now. So it's very beautiful. So thank you very much.
Thank you for being here. Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Daniela. And also thank you very much, Rebecca, for the guidance. And so thank you for everything you shared with us today. It was a really powerful call. I really loved it. And thank you for the guidance you gave to the audience, the transmission. It was very, very profound. And also the discussion we had, it was very inspiring. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming and all your questions, all your journeys, and as I think we said in the guided attunement here, like you're all powerful beings, and the dragons are just reflecting what's in us. So yeah, thank you all from my heart. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Nat, thank you. Daniela, thank you so much. Rebecca and Monsef. Linda, thank you very much. And much gratitude, Rebecca and Monsef. This was beautiful. And yeah, so thank you very much, everyone, for being here with us today, for your questions, the comments, your energies. And again, you can sign up for the Galactic Dragon attunement, the personalized one on the link yourdivineuniqueness.com/Rebecca, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Rebecca, REBECCA, or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page, and the link also on YouTube video description and the chat boxes. And yeah, so with that, everyone, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye for now.